Hi there and welcome to a new episode of the Megadon Tech channel. In my previous videos I mainly discussed DIY subjects using Raspberry Pi and headless audio player software. But in this video I would like to show you something different. I would like to go back in time and show you a retro audio device that I saved from the skip somewhere in the 90s. It's a device from the late 50s, early 60s and is one of the first audio recording devices available to the masses in the Netherlands. It's a Philips EL-3515A reel-to-reel tape recorder. Let's take a look at it.
So somewhere in the 90s I saw this box standing at the skip and I first thought, okay, that's a typewriter. When I tried to carry it, it was quite hefty, it's around 8 kilos. And at closer inspection I thought, okay, no, this is something else. It has this grill on the front, so it's clearly something with a speaker. And when I looked on the side I also found that there was a small compartment with a latch. When I opened it up, I found this power cord and also something else, something that looked like a microphone. So it was clear that this was a recording device. And when I opened up the top, I found out that it was a tabletop reel-to-reel tape recorder. From the logo, it was clearly a Philips device, and when I looked on the back, I saw it was the EL-3515A. Which is a early model in the EL series, and the EL series is a series of reel-to-reel tapes that has been produced from 1957 onwards to 1968. And the A indicates that this is a more luxurious version of the basic EL-3515 because it has a wooden case covered with fake leather instead of a plastic case. It is still a device in the pre-transistor era, and its electronics is still based on radio tubes that are visible here. It has a total of 5 radio tubes on board, and one of them is this magic eye in the central stop button, which is used as an indicator of the recording level. It is one of the first models to have this type of a magic eye. Let's go over the rest of the specifications. So it uses 9 to 13 inch reels which travel with a speed of 9.5 centimeters per second. It's a mono device with 2 tracks on the 2 sides of the tape. It has a 2.5 watts output and is powered by a AC power supply that can be switched from 110, 127 220 and 245 volt. The button layout is very simple. So you have a stop button in the middle, and on the right you have the play button and the fast forward, and on the left you have a pause button and the rewind button. The two turning knobs on the left is power and volume, and on the left it's recording level. The other white button on the left is the tone, and the red button is a press in button for recording that has to be pressed simultaneously with the play button to record. When I found it, it came with this tape with some French conversational lessons and some music on the other side, and I mainly use it at that time to record the conversations with my little nieces and nephews that were still toddlers, and to have fun with them with playing back the recordings and stuff. It was still working quite well. At the moment, it's a bit deteriorated, so I think there's something going on with the amplifying part because it's recording soft and it's playing back soft. But let's give it a small demonstration. and another small demonstration with the top panel removed so you can see the inner mechanism working. The spring mechanism that presses the tape to the playhead was a bit dull, so I used a screwdriver to press it to the better to the playhead. And this is a recording of my mother with one of my nieces. So that's a bit of gibberish. When I was researching this device for this video, I came across this paper advert from 1959 mentioning this particular reel-to-reel tape recorder, and it says that you can record yourself as a baby and hear yourself back some 20 years later. It also mentioned the price of this particular recorder, which comes at 398 guilders at that time. And when you calculate it in today's money, then you end up around 1200 euros, so quite a substantial sum.
And this concludes my video on the Philips EL-3515A, a reel-to-reel tape recorder. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!